One of the best skills you can cultivate as an online person in the world is how to suss out a fake email or, frankly, a fake text message, because those are getting more and more common. They have been for the last few years. Um, you should be looking at all of the following items. Now, again, there's going to be emails that probably look so legit that they might pass these filters, essentially. But we all have, and I'm a very skeptical person. I've sent emails to Cetera, our broker dealer, when I've gotten internal emails from Cetera being like, I've never talked to this person. I've never heard of this before. This could be totally legit, but I just need somebody to confirm it for me externally. I'm very suspicious about that. So probably overcautious, if nothing else. But I would encourage everybody on this call to be a little bit cautious. So number one, what does the subject line look like? Right? Does it look normal? Does it have urgency to it? That's often a big tell with this. Is there urgent typed in the subject line? You got to get back to us right now. You can't even think about it. Just get back to us. That makes me step back and say, let me look at this a little closer, right? And that's just one example. Who's sending it? Okay, and not just who it looks like it's being sent from, meaning, okay, this was sent from Anthony Gerbi. That's the name that shows up in the subject line. What is the actual email address that it's being sent from? Because there are ways to kind of spoof that name, that label that gets put out by whatever your email provider is. But when you look at the email address, does that look familiar to you? Or does it have a bunch of lines or dashes or characters, or it's not a regular domain that the email's from? That should raise a red flag if you see that. What are the greetings like? Does it sound like the person who's sending it to you? I mean, or if it's a company, does it, again, urgency is a big clue there. Are they asking you for information right away? Are they trying to get you to click a link or an attachment? Those are giveaways. Now, lots of emails can have urgency in them, can have a link or an attachment, and be totally legit. So I'm not saying you just dismiss them out of hand, but be skeptical. And again, I'm over skeptical. Um, I am overcautious. And by the way, well, let me get through my list here and then I'll kind of explain how I deal with that when I do suspect something. Obviously, grammar. If you're noticing spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes, that could be a clue that it was written by a non-English speaker. And again, that doesn't by itself make it illegitimate, but it should raise alarm bells, right? Especially if it's a professional email, not a personal one, where it's coming from a company or a business or a corporation or whatever. They're gonna have people who have spell checked that stuff most of the time. Now, every once in a while, you'll see a mistake come through. But if it's like seeming like it's broken English and it's from like a major corporation, that is a big red flag, right? They should have caught that before it went out, and they will catch that the majority of the time. And then signature or who it's signed off on within the email, that is another tell.